The following podcast is recommended for mature audiences only. The following podcast is recommended for adults only. Maturity is not a requirement.
Hello and welcome to episode 34 of Dear Download, a podcast where we get to share our most intimate and treasured memories of Download Festival. We'll talk about each year, the bands we saw, the bands we missed, and everything else noteworthy that happened across the weekend. Also, we'll touch upon any news, other festivals, and the music industry past, present and future. This week we're talking about the recent announcement that's come out of the first, 60-ish bands? For this year's, for next year's download. I am Adam, and as always, I'm here with Simon.
Hello, good day/evening. No,
Good.
Evening to you, sir.
Hello, how you doing, man?
I'm good, mate. I'm good.
Good,
How you
good.
doing? What's crack-a-lacking?
Good. I'm doing all right. It's a lot to talk about this week.
Yeah.
Just like one topic. There's still quite a lot
So yeah, it's
on
a lot
that
of,
one topic.
yeah, it's a lot of stuff to have at one time. So
Yeah,
yeah,
massive. But
Buzzing,
I'm
mate.
looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Before we do that, how has your last couple of weeks been? Anything new? Anything exciting? In the word of
No.
Simon.
No, like I said before, that everyone knows that I've recently moved. If you've been listening to the podcast, me and Adam were talking before about, if I'm settling in all right, we're doing good. We're just trying to get everything together, get all the furniture, get all the bits and pieces on the walls and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I haven't had anything really happen to me since the last time we spoke. This is obviously the announcement's the biggest thing, but I will say I got, so I had to change gyms, right? Because the gym I was going to was in the center of town, so I don't live there anymore. So I was like,
Right,
okay, I have to
okay.
change gyms, right? So I signed up with one gym, and it was on my way home from work. And I signed up with them and went onto the website and all that stuff. And it was all done, all paid for, subscribed, all that good stuff, right? So on Monday, I went to the gym. I walked in there and I said, oh, hi, guys. It's my first time here. Do I need, do I have to have an induction, or because some gyms do that? Do I have to have an induction, or do I just scan my QR code? And they went, you only joined the other day? And I went, yeah. They went, you do realise we're closing down next week?
Oh, no.
And I went, what? And they went, yeah. Did you not get the email on the 3rd? I said, no, well, I joined on the 4th.
Oh, God, no.
So I said, why did the website just let me sign up to your gym?
Yeah.
Like, I just signed up to your gym, and then I walk in and now you tell me that you're closing down. So the guy was just like miffed, and I was like, okay. So, well, you can use the gym facilities up to next week. So I was like, all right. So I used the gym facilities, then went home and then sent them an email and said, yeah, I want to cancel my account because I've signed up to your gym and it's closing. So they said, yeah, do it. So they reimbursed me, and then I cancelled the
That's good.
direct debit.
Good.
So I've signed up to another gym now, which I'm going to go to tomorrow night, and we'll see if they're closing down as well.
Yeah. Is the other one close as well?
Yeah, it's only it's like pretty much on the same way home, just to go down a different couple of roads. But yeah. It's within the same area. But it was just annoying. I was just like, okay.
Yeah.
I walked up, I thought, okay, this is my new home, this is my new gym. I go to the gym like 3 times a week. All right, this is me sick. And it's like, nope, this ain't your new home. You ain't going to be coming here again. So yeah, literally that is pretty much all that's happened to me since the last time we spoke.
Yeah, no, that's fair, man. Oh,
What about you?
That's quite. I haven't done a lot either.
Oh, you've been
I-
off, haven't you?
Yeah. So I said last episode I got 2 weeks off work to sort of recuperate, to recharge, and I've done pretty much bugger all. Did a bit of cleaning of the house, but other than that, no. I do have yesterday though. So yesterday was a day that I knew has been coming for a long, long time, probably 2-3 years. My son, Soren, he's just turned 5. He found out that the chicken that we eat is the same as the chicken, the animal chicken. And
Oh, okay.
so, like, yeah. So up until now, we've talked about chickens, and we talked about chicken probably in a sort of similar, like a few sentences apart. And he's never put two and two together that we're eating the animal.
Then it's the same chicken. Okay, I get you. Right. Okay.
Yeah. So
how did he find it? Was he like freaked out or?
He just went a bit quiet. And he was okay with it. You know, Kelly spoke to him and said that, you know, some people choose not to eat meat. And that's absolutely your choice if you want to do that. But he's 5, you know, he's probably not going to choose to become a vegetarian. I think
quite. Yeah.
What if anything, what we'd have to do is like every meal say, right, this is a meat. This is from this animal. Do you want to eat it? Instead of trying to take everything out of his diet.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, but I don't think he will. But yeah, just his face, like that, working it out, putting two and two together. It's like that meme with all the numbers with the woman.
Oh yeah, with all the like things and the well, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, okay, that's good, man. That's cool. It's nice to see, you know, when a kid's told something for the first time, their like reaction to it. It's probably the same reaction that you had when you figured it out in your head that we were eating animals, and you were like, okay, just let that. You know, when someone tells you some news and you have to stop for a second, just let it settle in.
Yeah,
you see your brain to absorb it. That's what he was doing. His brain was just taking a second to just go, okay, I've absorbed that information now.
Yeah, like I said, I knew this day was coming. I knew, like, because we like I said, we talked about what we're having for tea all the time. So, we're having chicken tonight, and I knew at some point he was going to figure it out. And that was probably about at least 2 years ago, and I wasn't looking forward to having to make that explanation. Luckily, Kelly dealt with it, but it was. Yeah, it came. The day finally came. That's about it for me, to be honest. Yeah, I don't really have anything new or news or new releases.
We don't have any of that this week. I think the new releases and the news and everything is this, you know, announcement, which I'm sure all you guys listening is the one thing you're wanting to hear, you know, our opinions and what we think on. So we're going to move on pretty sharpish at this one, aren't we, dude, to the main subject, really? Yeah.
Like you said, there probably had, I mean, there obviously would have been lots of things happen, lots of new releases, but everything's been overshadowed by the download announcement and the leak of the download announcement, which we will
definitely
talk about probably first, I would say.
Yeah, should we
yeah.
Are we gonna skip Ronnie, or are we gonna bring Ronnie in?
No, we'll bring Ronnie in.
We're gonna bring Ronnie in.
You've done well the last few episodes. You can coo him in.
Jesus Christ. Bring, 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 bring. Hello? Hi. Yeah. Yeah, is Janice there? Janice? No? Well, can I speak to Janice, please? No? Who's this? What's your name? Sorry, say that again, sir? Your name's Ronnie. Oh, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. Is there anything that you want to say to the fans or to anyone out there? No? You're just going to scream something exceptionally loud and loads of people are going to clap. Okay, you go for it.
Sing for me, Daniel!
Oh, baby.
We have had the very first announcement for Download Festival 2023.
Yeah.
Which was, a bit anticlimactic because
I know
it leaked about 4 days before.
I know.
And there was so much. So, when we recorded the last episode, it hadn't been leaked yet. I'm not sure if has it been leaked before.
Hadn't it been leaked by that point?
I can't remember if it was really leaked before it was released or not. But there was a lot of speculation whether it was the actual release, or the actual lineup, or if someone had made it. Our Discord went crazy at the time, didn't it? About 3 people posted it.
I mean, I had some names of some bands given to me by a source even before the poster came out.
Yeah.
And as it turns out, they were correct because they were on the poster. So I think that the poster had been seen by multiple people even before it got put on Facebook where everyone else saw it. So, it was very anticlimactic because, like you said, like we were all like, wow, if that's true, that's excellent. But also because it was true, it took so much away from the fact that it would have been so awesome to not know anything and to have seen this poster and been like, that is sick.
Yeah.
Like, everyone wants a bit of leak information, but when you leak that many bands and you see the whole poster, and then that's the same poster that Download put up, you're like, yes, because it's confirmed. But also, oh man, I wish that was a surprise.
Yeah. Well, it was a surprise when you saw the leak.
Yeah, but you never knew if it was real, so it didn't have the same sort of like gut feeling to say, yes, they're playing Download, like, you know.
Yeah. So to me, I found it strange what Live Nation, would it have been Live Nation who decided what happens? I assume so.
I believe so, yeah.
Or maybe Download's own team. But yeah, I found it strange that they chose to basically do nothing for 4 or 5 days and sit on it and then go, oh yeah, so this is the lineup that you saw 4 days ago. I don't know if there was anything else they could have done, whether they could have put it out early and said, all right, it's been leaked. You got us. This is what we were going to put out in a few days. This is what the lineup is.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't have had that 4 or 5 days of, the build up to the anticlimax.
I think they just wanted to stick to what they said, because obviously it's in line with the early bird tickets going and all that stuff. So that's probably why they kept that deadline, because they were probably working towards that. But I get what you mean. They should have just said, this is the line. They should have just released the lineup when the when the poster came out, and everyone would have been like, "Holy crap, that's insane!" But the problem is for the people who work at Download is, how do they keep this happening in the future? Because I mean, if every download is going to be like this, where the poster gets leaked, I mean, that's going to make it just really non-exciting for people.
Yeah.
So it was a bit of an issue. It's not an issue this year because it's sad that it was the actual poster that got leaked. It's not a problem right now. But if the same thing happens next year, then it's a problem.
Yeah.
And I have no idea how they get around it, or I know they have to supply certain people with the poster, certain companies and sponsors with the poster before time, which is, I believe that's where the leak came from, is a sponsor that got the poster. Yeah. And then one of the staff obviously screenshotted and leaked. So, yeah, I don't know. know.
You just put a few pixels of different colour for each person you give it to. And then you find out
all
where
that,
it came from.
yeah. I mean, they're going to have to, if it, they won't do that now because it's leaked once, but if it happens next year, they're going to have to start somehow cracking down on each one. But I don't know how they're going to do that. But I mean, it was excellent because we were like, oh my god, if that's real, that's going to be sick. But like you said, it was super anticlimactic when the actual poster got released. Yeah. So that sucks.
And in those 4 or 5 days, I could be wrong with that. I've said it once, so I need to keep saying it. But I can't remember exactly how many days it was. But I'm going to keep saying 4 or 5 days now. Okay, but everyone was complaining about Metallica playing twice, and I can kind of see where they're coming from. I don't think so. So my take on it is, I'm not sure if Download really had a choice. If they wanted Metallica, I would put a bet on that Metallica said, if we play, we have to do 2 sets like they're doing elsewhere.
They're doing them other places. So not just Download. So if you're thinking, oh my god, this is rubbish, why are you doing this, Download? This is not the only festival Metallica are playing 2 sets at. So I think, like you said, it's within the booking. It's not that Download's booked them for 2 nights. If Download wanted Metallica, it had to be 2 nights.
Yeah. I think that's probably what happened. Yeah. I was wrong about Slipknot. I didn't think Slipknot were going to be there.
We said there was a slim chance on the last episode. We still said there's that one day it's going to be a slim chance. And we did think that Sunday was a weird day to put Slipknot on.
Yeah.
But there you go.
But you and Kev from the last episode, if you knew, we had Kev and Jem from Ready to Moshcast on to discuss what we thought the lineup might be. And both you and Kev said that there's a slim chance. Before that, I didn't think they were going to be there because I thought they would have already announced them. So I was completely wrong on that one. But,
well, I mean, we got from the headliners. I mean, those are 3 headliners that we all agreed could possibly play. So we were on the money with those. Are we just going to talk about the bands now, the poster? Because
that's where we've been led to, I guess.
Okay. Because I'm just saying, because I just want to say, I am, and I think you as well, and everyone that loves to breathe a bit of fresh air into Download Festival is absolutely psyched that Bring Me the Horizon are headlining this festival.
Yeah, definitely.
Finally, some new blood. I know we say new. They've been a band for like 20 years, but someone who hasn't headlined a festival before, your Download before, is a relevant band in the veins of what's happening now in the scene. Some people say, oh, they're not a metal band, they're a pop band or whatever. Whatever Bring Me the Horizon are, it's new, it's fresh, it's something that hasn't happened at Download. It's also a band that is hugely popular and awesome. So I just can't wait for Bring Me the Horizon to headline this festival. It's going to be awesome. And the direction that this festival should be going in. I know people are annoyed about the Metallica 2 nights, and I've said this before a million times. I love Metallica, but I still feel like 2 nights of Metallica is too much Metallica. But I'm not going to moan about it because I'll watch one night of Metallica and then I will go and watch someone else on another night of Metallica. So that doesn't really bother me that much. And for proper Metallica fans, I mean, what an absolute treat. Also, they haven't played Download since 2012. So no one can say that this is a repeat band that always plays Download loads, because this would only be the third time they've ever played. Yeah. But they obviously are playing for 2 nights. So I can see why someone would be annoyed with that. But I'm not annoyed with it. I would rather have another band headline another night rather than Metallica. But listen, we got Metallica for 2 nights at Download. That's not the worst thing that could possibly happen to this festival, is it really?
No. Like I said, if people wanted Metallica, there was no choice, probably. You weren't going to get Metallica for 1 night and another headliner. I think it's a good shout. I think we all knew it was going to be Metallica because, like you said, the last time they played was 2012. Mm-hmm. For me, I'll go back to Bring Me the Horizon in a minute. But yeah, for me, I have said probably quite a few times on here and on our Discord, I didn't want Metallica 2 nights to headline 2 nights. And then I did some thinking about it, and I think I probably forget how much I like Metallica. The same as I did with Guns N' Roses in 2018. I was there. I had 2 friends there who were huge Guns N' Roses fans. And so I was it's like I was in their shadow a little bit. And when we actually went to see Guns N' Roses, I realized I remembered how much I like Guns N' Roses as well as them.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be the same for Metallica. I'll go and see Metallica and I'll be like, fuck yeah, no, I do really like these more than I remember. So I probably will enjoy seeing them. I might see them both times. I don't know yet.
Metallica are a great live band. If you've never seen Metallica before, go and see Metallica. You've got 2 opportunities to, so I'm sure you will. But they're really good. They're a really good band. They're an amazing, legendary band. They're not gonna play forever like Iron Maiden. I'm not saying they're ancient. What are they? Late 50s, early 60s. So they're not quite as old as Iron Maiden are. But James Hetfield says we're not gonna play forever. At some point, we're gonna say that's enough and stop. So get this opportunity in while you can, because it won't be them playing in another 10 years because they won't be playing shows anymore. So this is a good opportunity to see Metallica. What kind of sets they're going to do? Who knows? They've done by request sets before, which I think one of those nights will be, possibly the Thursday night, which I'm still not sure is going to be a whole day of music or just one stage or just Metallica.
Yeah.
No one knows it yet, but I think if they do that day as just a camping day, it will be a by request set. That's what I think. They'll put songs on the Download website, like, 30 songs that Metallica would play live. Everyone will vote on those songs and they'll play the top 15 or 20 or whatever. That's what I think they'll do. The other one, God help us if it's a full St. Anger album all the way through.
20 years, isn't it? So I remember
20 years of Download, 20 years of St. Anger, unfortunately. So I really hope that they don't do that. But apparently it's 30 years anniversary of Kill 'Em All, which is a far better album. So I would see them play Kill 'Em All in one. That would be fantastic. If it was St. Anger in full, I would be going to see someone else, 100%. That would be the Metallica set that I choose to go see someone else.
Surely they won't do St. Anger in full.
Listen, right? There are more people out there that like St. Anger than you think.
Yeah?
Honestly, they're out there. They're out there. They're out there. I know. Someone's listening to this right now that likes that genuinely likes St. Anger, and that's fine. I mean, it's trash, but
yeah,
it's trash that other people are allowed to like.
Yeah,
I'm not going to get on anyone's back for liking it, you know.
Yeah, it's like we always say about I was saying about Nickelback. You know, everyone claims to hate them, but no one really does, and we're not Nickelback haters here. And there's another example I was going to give, but it's gone. But I don't know.
But yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to you know, because that's another thing that we're yet to unlock from this. What we've got is we know we've got Metallica for 2 nights. Wicked. We know we're going to get no repeat songs, but what are they going to play? Which is exciting to discover what kind of sets they're going to do. So it's another awesome thing we've got to unlock on the next poster or, you know, before download. So still some mystery to it, even though we know that they're playing. We don't know what, which is cool.
Yeah. But do you know, that no repeats hook that they had in there, I just thought that's ridiculous. Like, that should just be a given. You shouldn't have to announce that there'll be no repeats. Like,
yeah, but say because there's going to be day ticket people. So if they play on the Thursday, for you know, just for say the campers, or even just like a normal day, and then someone turns up on the Saturday and goes, yeah, play Enter Sandman, and they go, well, we can't because we've already played it. They're not going to play it again. So I understand why they've put that there. Because, they've put that there because people are dumb. I just want to put that out there. When you do these kinds of things, you really have to mansplain every single thing because people get cross. You've seen the Facebook groups. Yeah, you've seen the caliber of people. And don't get me wrong, I love everyone that goes to download, but some of them are of a certain caliber, and and they need things explaining to them, which is fine.
I guess, yeah, like me with that. Thank you.
You are most likely with that caliber of people.
Okay, yeah. Right, well, on that, I said I'll go back to Bring Me the Horizon.
Yeah. Tell me.
Later. No, I'll do that later.
Oh, okay, okay.
You brought up some stats in that, and it reminded me of something I saw, and it was going to be the first thing I read out here. So, so on... like I said, it was going to be the first thing I did before we get going, and we didn't have to stop in the middle of anything to read these stats out. But I forgot, so we're stopping in the middle to read these stats out.
Wicked.
There was some stats by Trish Rayner in one of the Facebook groups, which I thought were amazing, and I asked her if I could use the stats to read out on here, and she said it was fine. But it's some cool stats. I think it sounds like she's got a spreadsheet of loads and loads and loads
of
different stats.
Okay.
I would love to get my hands on that. I did see other people asking for it, and she didn't really say much to them. I don't blame her. If I had that spreadsheet, I wouldn't give it out. I'd be the person with the stats, person people listen to, like now. But even though I'm saying they're not my stats, they are cool stats though. Anyway,
let's hear it, man. I'm excited. So I haven't heard these, by the way, so I'm excited.
Excellent. So so she's put if I've done my calculations correct, of the 65 bands we've got in the first announcement, 35 of them are new to the festival, 8 have played only once before, 8 have played twice before. Highest number of previous performances is, you probably know this one?
6?
The band, sorry. The highest number.
7. Slipknot.
Oh, yeah. It will be 6. Yes, it is 6. This will be the 7th. Fucking hell, man.
I'm such a nerd. I'm so sorry. That is
good. It's good.
That makes me sound like an absolute dork that I just knew how many times that Slipknot played down off the top of my head. I apologize to everyone that listens to this podcast, like just off the bat. Sorry.
Yeah, anyone who comes here for information and Simon gives it to you, we apologize.
Well, I really apologize. Oh, Jesus. Lord help me. Go on.
Bring Me the Horizon and Metallica are just behind Slipknot, as this will take them to 6 performances each. That's including the 2 that Metallica will have. So they're both on, Metallica are on 4 at the moment, Bring Me are on 5.
Yeah, man. I think people forget how many times Bring Me the Horizon have actually played download. Yeah. I know in recent years it hasn't happened a lot, but back in the day, I mean, they were playing, 3rd and 4th stages quite a lot.
Yeah. But yeah, it's got in brackets performance, not years played. Performances, because of the 2 sets this year. 3 bands that played in 2003 are playing this year. Do you know them?
Evanescence.
Yeah.
Simple Plan.
Nope.
No. Shit, 2003. You were there. You tell me.
Oh yeah, I've got them here, but I was.
Oh yeah.
He knows. He's just playing it down this time. He's pretending he doesn't know. So yeah, it's Evanescence, Disturbed. Oh, sorry. Evanescence's third performance.
Mhm.
It will be Disturbed's fifth performance and Metallica's
Really?
sixth performance. Yeah.
Wow. I'm surprised that Disturbed have
yeah.
played that many times. It doesn't feel like Disturbed have played that many times.
No. I think I might have only
Weird.
seen them twice. I do remember they played in 2008. I think they got a longer set because Kid Rock.
Oh, that was... See, do you know what's weird? I didn't watch them in 2016, I think, which was the last time that they played. But that 2008 performance was mad.
Yeah.
Mad.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I've only seen them one at a time. Maybe twice. No, I would have seen them in... I don't know. You have a much better memory than me. Distillers are on their second performance. They've only played once before, which was 2004. Gua haven't played since 2011. 2023 will also only be their second performance. And including the pilot, we are well over 2,100 performances in total. Since the first band in 2003, that's not including the takeover or the village appearances. That's it. It just says, gotta love some stats and a spreadsheet. And I do. That's something I would love to do.
We love stats.
But
Stats
yeah,
are
as
cool,
soon as
man.
I saw
That's
that, I was like, that's cool. I need to read that on here because
Have to get this.
that's the kind of thing I'd love to have, but I don't have time to do. So I made sure I asked permission. And I said I'd give you credit, Trish. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for letting them read us out. I'm sure everyone that is listening is like, yes, some good old stats.
Yeah. I said I was going to go back to Bring Me the Horizon, didn't I? And
yeah.
It's not just them I want to talk about either. There's probably three of the bands I'm really looking forward to this year. At the beginning of this podcast, I never thought I would have said these words. But yeah, Bring Me the Horizon. I was going to be, I've never been a fan. I listened to Sempiternal, which is a 10-year anniversary, which I didn't like. But I do like some of their... we spoke about that before, didn't we? I have liked some of their songs since. I think The Throne was a good one.
True.
But I have liked some of their songs, but it's going to be interesting and probably quite incredible to see them. The amount of people that have written into us and who saw them at Reading and said, like, I didn't like them before Reading, but they put on an amazing performance, an amazing show.
Yeah. So many people from the Reading, from Reading Festival, were just saying, yeah, they're ready. They're ready to headline Download. Like everyone that saw the performance was just like, is there ever a time that Bring Me the Horizon are going to headline Download, it's going to be now, even if this is the only time.
Yeah, absolutely. And not being a fan is no excuse to not see them. To be honest, but the two other bands are Parkway Drive, who I enjoyed their most recent album, and who's the other one? An Architects. Yeah, An Architects. Ghost. So that's like what? Adding Ghost in there, that's like the four other bands that have been sort of pegged to possibly be the next headliners.
Yeah. Well, I never heard Architects and Headline go together. I heard Parkway Drive and Headline.
Yeah.
I mean, in my head, Parkway Drive are way more likely to headline than Architects, but what do I know? Because I don't like either of those bands.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
I definitely didn't see Architects as much, but I definitely have seen probably more than a few. So it's not just like one or two rogue people who've said it and I've just caught onto that and clutched onto it, whatever. I'm pretty sure I've seen it a few times, and so I never liked any of those bands. I'm not keen on Ghost still, but I wouldn't say I dislike them. But yeah, like I wouldn't have thought I'd like any of those bands at the beginning of this podcast, and they're probably the three bands that I'm looking forward to seeing the most at the moment.
Most, yeah.
Maybe
That's
not
awesome,
the
man.
most. There's some
That's
other
awesome.
bands. I mean, Simple Plan. I haven't seen Simple Plan for a while. But yeah.
Simple Plan. Yeah, I mean, this overall, I mean, if we just talk about the general lineup, I mean, the bands that you've just named are like already huge bands.
Yeah.
Like I was going to say, that poster doesn't give you any sort of inkling into who's going to be headlining the second stage,
No.
but I have some predictions of who I think that's going to be. I think that Evanescence, Ghost, Parkway Drive, and then it's a toss-up. So I definitely think Evanescence will headline second stage, Ghost will headline the second stage, Parkway Drive will headline the second stage.
Yeah.
Then it's a toss-up between Architects, Distillers, and Placebo.
Yeah, Placebo could.
Yeah,
yeah,
easily.
the other
Any of
three
those
anyway,
three
yeah.
bands could.
It's strange because the first three you said are all on the same line, as if it were the poster, and the only band on that line is I Prevail as well. Well, you didn't say that one. I know it's not.
Yeah,
gonna
I
be like
didn't.
the
I mean,
poster, but
there's a lot of you know, Disturbed could headline the second stage easily. Pendulum
Yeah.
could headline the second stage. Alexis Fire, you know, they're all second stage sort of level headline bands.
yeah,
I just don't know who's going to be. You know, some of them would have said that. I have a feeling that Disturbed, you know, will go on before Slipknot or Bring Me or someone like that as sort of a main support. But from that poster, it doesn't really give you any indication as to who that's gonna, you know, what's gonna happen. But I mean, overall, like we said, Bring Me, so buzzing for. Metallica, we've talked about that. Slipknot, I've talked about on here how much I really love the new Slipknot album. Any time is a good time to. Anytime I see Slipknot on a poster, I'm like, I'm gonna go and see them because it's Slipknot, and not just because I feel like I have to. It's because I feel like I always enjoy them.
yeah.
So, you know, Slipknot's another huge deal and always a big draw as well. But yeah, I mean, Alexis Fire, Architects, Distillers, Disturbed, Evanescence, Ghost. I mean, Ghost, I'm absolutely just buzzing for. I really hope they don't play on headline the second stage on the Bring Me or Slipknot day. 'Cause
Yeah.
that would really annoy me. I really hope they headline the second stage or their main support for Metallica on one of the Metallica days, because that would be great. The I Prevail, I was literally listening to I Prevail with Carter and my brother at the weekend. Just great, absolutely great band. Parkway Drive, again, for me, not a huge Parkway Drive fan. Pendulum is one of the ones that stood out to me most. I was like, yes. Do I want to see Pendulum? Yes, I do. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
So that's one of the ones that I'm really looking forward to the most. Vil Vallo, any excuse to see a god of goth. Placebo,
Yeah.
what an absolutely incredible band, buzzing for that. And the weird thing is, because the you know, the sort of main blob of bands at the bottom are in alphabetical order, it took me ages to see 3 Days Grace, who are one of my favourite bands. And I was like, okay, go through. I was like, Lorna Shore, yes. I was going through, I was like, oh yeah, good. Oh, they're good. Oh, Polaris, okay, yeah, they go through, yeah. Oh my God, 3 Days Grace. Like right down the bottom. I buzzing.
Well, yeah, I'm the same. There's been at least 4 occasions where, you know, I've read this all the way through and I've seen another band that I didn't see before. At least 4 occasions.
Yeah, putting it in alphabetical order for some reason is really throwing my brain off when I look at it. Like, I think it's because your brain, like, festival posters can be an absolute mess.
Yeah.
But your mind is so used to it being not in order
Yeah.
that the fact that those bands, and it's kind of done something to my brain where I'm like, I'm finding it harder, like you said, to find a band, even though they're in alphabetical order, than I am when it's all jumbled up.
Yeah.
So I really hope they don't do this again with any other posts. Change this. I don't
Change
like
it.
this thing. Change it. Yeah, alphabetical order is not the way to do festival posters, in my eyes anyway. It's friggin' horrible. But yeah, Lorna Shore, buzzing for 3 Days Grace, Elvana. They're always so entertaining live. And before I said, I told everyone how much I loved Bloodywood at Bloodstock. They're playing as well. We'll 100% go and see them. And I'm sure we'll talk about it in a second, but there's a lot of bands on there that I either know the name and haven't listened to before, or literally have no idea who they are.
Yeah.
And I consider myself to be quite tuned in to a lot of up-and-coming music, but there's a lot of names on there when I'm like, nope, never heard of them.
Oh.
And that's a good thing, because I feel like we need more of an influx, you know, of talent every year and as much as possible.
Well, whereas I'm used to that kind of thing. I've said on the show before, I went through a lot of years where I wasn't interested in getting into new music, to listen to the same bands. But since doing this with you over the last sort of, year and a half, year and a half. I really have opened my mind quite a lot. But yeah, so that, I mean, there's always loads that I don't know. Is there usually quite a lot that you don't know, or do you still would beforehand? Did you know a lot of the smaller bands?
Normally, the further you look down the poster, the more excited I get.
Okay.
Because, like the headliners, you're like, okay, cool. Then middle bands, you're like, yeah, they're decent. But, when I get down and down, I have some of my favourite sort of up-and-coming, small to medium bands. But this one, I'm like, well, the alphabetical order thing's throwing me off already. But I'm looking down and I'm going, okay, yeah, I like them. Don't know they are. Never heard them. 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 Don't like them. Never heard them. So, top of this poster, excellent. Going down, it's a bit of a mixed bag for me. But we've still got so many bands to go onto it. And I never am short of seeing bands at Download. Like we said, like, if I haven't got anyone to see, and I'm with someone that says, let's go see this band, or I recommend going and see this band, I'll just go and watch them. And that's how I've got a lot of great bands from watching that. And this year's one, I'd say the standout is probably The Scratch and Bloodywood are the two bands that I got dragged to. And I was like, they're awesome. So, I'm super excited about that in general. This poster, it looks cool. The announcement was cool. I'm just all over excited. Yeah.
Yeah, I just remembered I've got the Scratch tickets for Bristol on the 12th of December. Yeah. You should get tickets.
We'll see.
Yeah.
See if I have any money left after my first mortgage payments come out. I might not even have that, I don't think.
No, that's fair. So your curtain rails. You get some money for that.
I haven't got any.
You haven't got any, yeah. Looking at this poster, I wanted to stop and talk about I Prevail for a minute, because they're an odd one. They've been around for a long time, haven't they? I'm sure they have.
A while, yeah.
And so I heard their name or saw advertisements for them at this year's Download. And when I saw that, I was like, I'm sure I haven't heard anything of I Prevail for at least 10 years. And now, like, they're in the big bit in this poster. They're everywhere. They released, like, an album, and I listened to it. But I know a few people who listen to it as well. And it's like I don't know if I've just been out of the loop, or if their marketing team has really stepped their game up or something. I don't know. It's weird. Weird one.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of how old they are. I mean, the first album was 2014, so it's not really that long ago.
Well, it couldn't have been 10 years then.
Yeah.
I feel like they're a band that maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of a different band that I heard of like 20 years ago.
That long ago. But I mean, I've heard of before, and I've heard little bits here and there. And then my brother really, really got into them in the last like year or so. And then he's just been playing me like tons of them. So and I've been like, okay, this is sick. This is sick. I really like these guys. So I'm totally into them now. There'll definitely be a band that I'll be going to see, because my bro's like crazy over them. So he'll definitely drag me to I Prevail if there's no one that I really, really want to see. But yeah, I think I'm excited to see I Prevail. But like you said, it's crazy. They're in like the big bit.
Yeah.
Not down with the other bands. And you've got bands like 3 Days Grace that are considerably bigger. Yeah, they're at the bottom of the poster.
Yeah. But going through, so I had a quick scan through of all of the smaller bands earlier on today, actually. And I wanted to have a little bit to say about all of them. I discovered very quickly on the second band, actually, that I'm nowhere near as good as you at that. So I got a little bit about As December Falls. Yeah, I got to asking Alexandria, and I was like, I don't know how to describe this music. You could go like, those two chords together make it jazz, and those two notes together make it new wave rap. So it's new wave rap jazz, but with a hint of something else. I can't do it. But yeah,
well, if we end up doing the same thing we've done for Download this year, where we run through the lineup day through day, band for band, we'll get to that. Don't worry.
Yeah, so I did think
we don't have to explain it all now. Yeah, it's cool.
And I did enjoy reading all of the things from the Download website last year, and it was cool. I think we got a lot of new listeners. Raise your hand if you started listening in those 4 episodes leading up to Download last year, and thank you for sticking around.
Hands up.
Yeah. But yeah, so I wrote a few bits down for the ones that I do want to see and did get something from, or and there's something at the bottom. Like a kind of, I don't know. I'll get to it. I'll explain it when I get there.
Okay.
But yeah, so I as December Falls, I quite like them. They're pop punky, female fronted band. Probably the band that I think I said a while ago that I think sounds like Hayley Williams, and I couldn't remember who the hell it was. But yeah, she definitely
is it
sounds,
them?
Yeah, I think it's them.
As December Falls sounds like when you try and make up a band name and you can't think of one, so you go to band name generator.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what that band name sounds like, literally. When you can't think of any band name and you go in and you go, do you want it to be 3 words or 2 words? Have it as 3 words. As November Falls. Oh, we'll change that to December. There's the band name. I don't know if it has any meaning behind it, but that's what it sounds like to me. Pure band generator name, that one is.
Yeah. Yeah, then I got to Asking Alexandria, and I've written down metalcore-ish band a lot of people will probably know. And that's all I got. That's all I could muster up. So I gave up on the idea of trying to get a little bit about all of the bands and just wrote down bands that I'm probably going to see or probably listen to a bit more.
Okay.
Black Gold, ever heard of them?
Nope.
No, I'd never heard of them, but they've got a very early 2000s feel to the guitars, I found. Almost sort of Linkin Park-like sound to the guitars.
Okay, you've got my attention.
Yeah, it was quite good. I quite enjoyed it. The Blackout, I know I do quite enjoy the Blackout. But they split up, didn't they? So obviously getting back together for this.
Yeah, I don't think they've been together. I don't know how long for, but it must be quite a while because I think it's quite a big deal that the Blackout are back together.
Yeah. Blind Channel, again, quite an early 2000s feel. There's a bit of rapping in this one. I would say it was like a mixture of Papa Roach and Linkin Park. And so I can't come up with my own ideas. I can only compare them with other bands, basically. I would say. But yeah, no,
okay.
I quite enjoyed what I heard of Blind Channel. I'm definitely going to listen to them some more.
Awesome.
Bloody Wood, I've got them written down here. I've got no words written next to them because I mean most people know what they are now. I didn't really know much about them. I wasn't sure if they were like a gimmicky band, but I did listen to them a little while ago, and I was like, actually, no, these are really good. There's not just a gimmick of
they're not just like, oh,
Indian...
hi, yeah, we're an Asian band. That's not the gimmick. The gimmick is we're really good.
Yeah,
we just happen to be from India.
Yeah,
it's sick. They're sick. I can't say enough good things about that, and especially live, absolutely excellent. A must-see band live, definitely.
Yeah, I think maybe it was because of how quick and how much they were hyped when they first came around. I was just like, oh, there must be something to that just people just find funny or something. But no, when I heard it a little while ago now, I thought, fucking good. really good.
Wicked.
It was like,
great band.
Blown away. Elvana, I'm not really, I don't know why I wrote them down. That's your thing. I don't know why I wrote them down. Fever 333, there's a few of their songs I like. And there's a few of their songs I really don't like. There's like weird.
Do you know if you're free, I can't remember who said it to me. It was one of my friends said it to me, apologizing if you're listening, and I don't credit you with this. Someone messaged me and said, it might have been my friend Eugene actually. He messaged me and he said, have you listened to Fever 333? And I was like, nah. No, I listened to them like years ago and I wasn't into it. And he said, I'm surprised you don't like them. And I was like, why? And he goes, because I know how much of a massive Hed PE fan you are. And I was like, I swear when I listen to Fever 333, they sound nothing like Hed PE at all.
Yeah.
But I haven't gone back and listened or tried to accredit that. But he was surprised that I didn't like them.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I probably haven't given them a listen in 5 years, something like that. It's probably the last time I checked out one of their songs. Yeah. So I might have to revisit them and see if it's something like... Because I remember when they first came out, they were a huge deal.
They were, yeah.
They were a massive deal.
Well,
like people
like
would not stop talking about them.
No.
Oh, is that what they are?
I think
I could be right, possibly.
I could be wrong.
You could be right.
I could be right.
You're always so negative. Oh, I could be right. You could be right. You never know, man. But yeah, I will go and listen to them because I still have no idea at the moment. So I'll check them out. But do you like them? You said you like some of the songs, but not all of them.
Yeah, like I think I must have had like one of their albums in my liked songs, and there was 2 or 3 of their songs when they came on. I was like, yeah, really, really enjoying it. And then some of the others, it's got a completely different sound to them. It's like,
Okay.
and I don't really understand how a band could do that. Like you keep a similar sound, you know, you want to change up a little bit, but like one was sort of rocky and one was hip hoppy or something, or dubstep or something. I don't know. I can't really remember now. It's been a while since.
Or maybe that's why. Maybe that's why I got asked if I like them, because Hed PE have metal songs, rap songs, ska songs.
Yeah.
Literally every genre of music you could possibly think of, I'm sure Hed PE have a song doing it in that style. So maybe that's why they thought that I would be into them, because they do loads of different stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, check them out.
But
I'll find out. I'll find out
Go
which album it is that I've got in my liked songs, and I'll
Yeah. I'll give them a listen when I next go. I'll stick them on in work tomorrow when I've got a lot of admin to do.
Awesome.
Who else, dude? Who else are you looking
a
forward
band
to?
called Fixation. I wasn't. I was just sort of skimming through the songs. I wasn't sure about them to start with, and like the second song, I was like, "Hang on, this bit sounds quite good." So I was skipping back. I was like, giving it a better listen, and I was like, "That's really good, actually." Like it grew on me within like the couple of minutes that I was listening to it, and then I found out they were finished. So that's probably why.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Lorna Shore, they're going to be amazing live. Not the kind of band I can listen to very often, not on like Spotify or whatever. But
yeah, I mean, if you're not into deathcore, you probably wouldn't listen to Lorna Shore.
Yeah,
but if you like really great metal / deathcore played at a festival, and you want to hear a singer with one of the most insane voices anyone's ever heard, go and see Lorna Shore. Because it will blow your bollocks off, literally. It's mental.
Yeah.
And all the women at the moment just seem to be in love with, what's his name? Ramos, the singer.
Really?
All the girls are just obsessed with him. So
yeah. Does he wear makeup?
Yeah. I don't think so.
Okay. Because
he might wear a bit of eyeliner, but they don't wear makeup as in like, you know, like face paint.
Not
or
like
anything.
Kiss kind of makeup, but like, I don't know. I'll be thinking, not thinking about like breaking up or whatever, but I have thought if I were to be single again and be looking to be dating again, I would wear makeup as a man.
Do you mean like film, like set makeup? Like, you know, if you were going to be in a movie, they'd put a bit of makeup on you to make you look a little bit more.
Well, people like look at the men that women obsess over. David Bowie, Nikki Sixx, he wears a lot of fucking makeup. All the men that wear lots of makeup to make them look. What's their names? Steel Panther. So
I don't know any of their names, but I get what you mean.
You know what I mean?
So you mean like a lot of women like men that look a bit feminine.
Yeah, but
like you could take Vil Vallo for that, for instance. Definitely used to wear makeup, kind of feminine looking.
Yeah,
you know, and a lot of women like that.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of women like manly men as well. But I get what you mean. So you would like slap on a bit of guy liner.
Yeah. I'd be like,
make your eyes stand out.
Why do you only like men who are unavailable to you that wear makeup and not me when I'm wearing makeup?
Don't look at that poster of Nikki Sixx. Look at me. I'm wearing makeup too.
And they haven't got a leg to stand on if you wake up in the morning and you're ugly because your makeup's come off because the women do that all the fucking time. No, that sounds harsh and it needs to be, but yeah, like women cannot complain. If wouldn't it be incredible if like it would become a normal thing for men to wear makeup all the time, like women do? Like I said, they can't. They got a leg to stand on. We could do it.
You'd probably be surprised.
Yeah.
How many people? Well, not makeup, but you know, like I'll take me for instance. You know, I have to have the under eye roller. I have to have, I have to have special stuff on my eyelids. Yeah. I trim my beard perfectly. I put cocoa butter on my face. So I'm not wearing makeup, but I have a facial regime that I have to stick to.
Yeah.
To keep your face looking good. So it's a similar thing, really, that a lot of women would have with makeup, where they, feel like they put it on or that they have to have like a ritual to do. Because, you know, some people wear more makeup than others. Some women wear barely any or none at all. And other women, you know, choose to wear quite a lot. So
Yeah.
it all depends. I'm interested now. I think we should do... we should do...
A new reality show.
No, we should do an Adam makeup face reveal. On the 50th episode, Adam is going to make himself up to how he wants to be with makeup on. And then we can get a screenshot. Oh, that'd be great.
That would be great. I would do that. But yeah, I mean, imagine what it would be like out in town where like all the men look spotless and perfect because of the makeup. You know,
that's true.
Women would be crawling over them. Yeah. Anyway, back to
what are we even talking about?
That was something I was thinking
now?
about a while ago. Just turning the tables, turning the tide, tiding the tide. I don't know. Lorna Shaw will be good.
Yeah.
Motionless in White. He wears a lot of makeup, doesn't he? I think I can't remember. Yeah, and a lot of women seem
on
to
stage.
Oh, okay. I don't really know much about.
I don't think they wear that much makeup now, do they? I know they were before. They were like all makeup. I don't know if they do now. Maybe they do. I don't remember.
I'm not sure. So I don't think I'll have much of a choice. I'll have to go and see them because Kelly will want to go and see them.
Okay.
But I mean, I feel like I need to give them some more time in a way. They do seem quite a big band at the moment. They've been around for a while, haven't they? But I've just been hearing
they got some good tunes, man,
about them recently.
I was in the car with my friend Alex when we were driving down to Bournemouth with my brothers, and I was sitting there and we just had we were just talking and we had tunes on in the background. I was like, "Who's this? This is sick."
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, it's Motionless in White." I was like, "It's decent."
Yeah. Awesome.
I haven't gone out of my way to listen to them, but whenever I find myself listening to them or hear them, I go, "Yeah, that's wicked. They're good."
Yeah, they are. They're all right. So yeah, I say I'll be dragged to see them by Kelly. I probably would go willingly. But yeah, Seether as well. Again, one of Kelly's favourite bands. And I mean, they're all right. And Amy Lee is there. They'll probably do their song together.
Do you want me to be perfectly honest?
Go on.
I've never seen Seether on this poster before.
Haven't you?
On my mum's life, I've never read Seether.
Well, I
This is why I can't stand this effing alphabetical order. I'm telling you right now, I never saw Seether there before. So, otherwise, I would have said something.
I didn't. When I was going through it earlier, I was like, "Oh, Seether are there," because I think I read somebody talk about it in the Facebook group, and I said it to Kelly. "Oh, Seether are there, are they?" And she was like, "Yeah, I've seen that." So I missed it several times.
Missed it? I've looked at the poster about 50 times. I've never seen Seether there. No, I haven't. That wasn't there. You put it there.
No, I didn't.
You've been putting this on the poster. That's
there.
not there for real. I think that everyone's having me on. You've sent me some sort of weird version of the poster that is not the real version of the poster that has Seether on it or something. I don't know. This is some sort of trickery, some sort of spell that's been cast on me. But no, apparently Seether are there.
Go on. Oh, I got a theory. It's like that saying, you can't see the woods through the trees or something. So, do you remember seeing a band called Soul Glow on there? No, exactly. So I think every time you look at it, you're seeing the bands you want to see and you're getting excited about them, so you're skipping others maybe. Because I never saw Soul Glow. So anyway, I listened to Soul Glow, and they also sound like something from 20 years ago. But it was all right. Like, it was, I can't explain it. They sounded good. They sounded all right, though.
Good.
Stand Atlantic, another sort of pop-punky, female-fronted band. I liked them more and more the more I listened to them, even over like a couple of minutes. Like, yeah, I really did quite enjoy this. Enjoy them. Yeah. Going down, Taylor Acorn. She was okay. It was very cool, upbeat music. I couldn't put my finger on who she reminded me of. At first, I thought like Pink, but I think maybe Kelly Clarkson. I don't really know much of Kelly Clarkson's stuff, but yeah, it's not really the kind of names you would put at like against people.
Not a download, but yeah, okay.
But yeah, I don't. But I've got something to say on that in a minute. 3 Days Grace obviously is the last band I've got on there. Good band. What year was they? Was it 10 year ago? The episode we spoke about them. Was it 10 years or 20?
Yeah,
20 years
I think
ago?
it was.
Yeah,
it was the 10 years one. Yeah.
Just really quickly, the episode we did talking about albums from 10 years ago. I went back and listened to a lot of those albums after, just because I wanted to. I didn't do that for the 30 years ago or the 20 years ago, but I've listened to Tenacious D's album loads. I've listened to Papa Roach's album loads. I've listened to 3 Days Grace, all of their stuff quite a bit.
Nice.
I just must have missed so much from 10 years ago because I was listening to 2 Sonic Syndicate albums.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I was
forgot
really enjoying it. Really loving it. Loving the
Good.
music.
Yeah, 2012 was a good year.
Yeah.
There was tons of good albums in 2012. We were blessed in 2012. But yeah, good, man. I'm glad you enjoyed some of them, definitely.
Yeah. But the last album I've got on here, well, not album, the last band I've got on here is Meliorism. You wouldn't have seen him on the poster because it was very sneaky. The guy who made the playlist on Spotify put his own band in at the end. But I mean, I can't blame him for doing
Nice.
it. It actually sounded
Well
okay.
played.
They had like 136 monthly listeners, so it's not massive.
Nice.
But like I said, I don't blame him for doing it. I did say for people to do that to us in the first episode. Make a playlist of stuff you like and sneak your own band in there.
On the playlist side, I have made a playlist of all the bands that I want to see that are currently on this lineup. So I might ask you to put that in the episode description.
Yeah, no worries.
Yes. It's got Bring Me, it's got Metallica, Ghost, Evanescence, Phil Vallo, Lorna Shore, I Prevail, all of it.
Yeah, cool. I'll put that in the episode notes. You'll be able to find that in the episode
I'll send you.
notes.
I've only done 4 or 5 songs from every band. I haven't gone mental and put in loads of stuff. I've just picked good songs from each band and thrown those in. So it's not still a long playlist, but it will be worth a listen. So we'll stick that in the description. Go follow it on Spotify and rock out.
Cool. I'm going to make a playlist as well of every band that has played, every band on there, but only one song of each. Because I've seen loads of playlists. Craig, who we spoke about earlier, who wrote in last week, he said in our Discord as well that he's made a playlist like 15 bands from each of the 15 songs even from each of the headliners and 5 songs from everybody else. And I don't have 60 hours to listen to a playlist. And I did the same. I did the same last year. I just put one song from each in, just for people who don't have the time, who just want to get a feel of the band, who don't want to listen to it for days or weeks on end.
Yeah, good idea.
So hopefully it's something different. I don't want to be just doing something that everybody else is doing because it's just pointless, really, isn't it? Do something that might be of use to somebody. But yeah, it is strange going back to Taylor Acorn, and there was at least 3 or 4 bands. I'll say more. I wrote this when I was about halfway through the playlist. There was more than that. That sound like they're the kind of music I would hear in a nightclub, like Kelly Clarkson, the kind of poppy, I don't know what it's called. But I mean, that's fine. It's not the kind of thing you would hear or you would expect to hear at Download.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that they're all in a similar vein, in a similar kind of music, I don't want to say, I'm trying to avoid saying genre, but it just reminds me of when metal was all about adding dubstep into it. Everyone was doing it. So it's like, if this is what is popular with people now, then, I mean, that's obviously fine. We spoke about that kind of thing before.
Yeah, I mean, even when we went through, the lineup for Download last year, there was a few bands in there where you're like, it's definitely not the sort of band that be playing Download, but they're on the bill and they're playing Download. So I think it's good that within the smaller bands, especially, Download can experiment a little bit and, throw everything at the wall, as it were, and see what sticks. Because sometimes they'll be surprised at how much these bands do well and then sort of come through the ranks.
Yeah.
And other people will just be like, sorry, it's not for Download. So, yeah, I understand it. But yeah, I'm up for anything, really. Yeah. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not, I love Download, and I know it is predominantly a metal festival, but it's a metal alternative and whatever goes along with that, whatever's attached to it in some way. So
yeah,
I don't care if it has any relevance in the door of alternative music. I think it should be allowed to Download, but gatekeepers will tell you otherwise.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's it's just strange that there's a lot of them that are in a similar vein. There's not loads that are dubstep. There's not loads that are like there was a time when it was a rap. Rap was the thing, and we had Body Count at Download. Was it Body Count? And it's like It obviously does go in stages, and I'm happy. Most things go in like cycles of 20 years, so we are coming. And I said that there's some bands that sound like they're from 20 years ago, and
Yeah.
and that is, I take a guess that that's probably why, because things cycle.
Yeah, there's a lot of I hate to use the word. We spoke about it before how much it's not a genre, it's a time.
Yeah,
But new metal,
Yeah.
I say that with massive air quotes. That kind of style and that time of music is flowing through bands a lot now.
Yeah.
And the one good thing about that time that people forget is it was a freedom time where you could literally just do anything you wanted as long as it sounded cool, which is what it should always be like. So bringing that back, I don't think is a bad thing. But you have so many people that hate that time of music that they don't like it when new bands sort of take on that, that genre, if you want to call it that, even though it was an actual time, not a genre. But yeah.
Yeah. What's always sort of got to me was is like with music, the cream doesn't always rise to the top. The most talented people aren't the ones who get the furthest.
Nope. It can happen. Some bands are dragged along by the fans, definitely. But yeah, a lot of bands are put in a certain position to get big.
They grab a band who will do well, not who should do well. Like we spoke about Paramore. Avril Lavigne was around for a while, and then probably I don't know how long it was, 2-3 years later, they were like, oh, she's doing well. Someone signs Paramore or Hayley Williams, and it's like, chuck her in the mix. There are probably bands out there who are doing jazz music with death metal vocals over the top of it.
Yeah.
If that was to all of a sudden become popular, they would just go and grab the bands that are already doing it. There wouldn't be new bands. But yeah, it's chosen by the people with money, I guess. The record labels.
Well, like you said, it's an influx of time. Like we just talked about new metal. I mean, there were new metal bands that weren't really that good, but they got way bigger than they should have ever been.
Yeah.
Because they were playing on the same bills as Slipknot and as Linkin Park and as Papa Roach, and that's just what people liked then.
Yeah.
So bands that were massively talented didn't get as big as they should be, but bands that weren't really that talented got way bigger than they should have been. So
yeah. Oh, I like that.
It does happen. Yeah, it comes in waves. But yeah, you're right. You can see a sort of a connection between the bands that are playing, between the sound, because that's what either young people are listening to,
yeah,
or what bands, or just what bands are doing at the moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I get down on that.
Young
Listen,
people, but I was trying to avoid it. But
why wouldn't you book stuff that young people are listening to?
Yeah.
That's definitely what you should be booking at a festival.
Yeah. And you've shown today,
100%.
Old people who have mortgages can't afford to go, so they're trying to get the young people who don't have mortgages and children.
Hey, listen, I'm not old, man. All right?
Yeah.
Don't say that, because you're going to make me cry.
How old are you? 30.
22?
Oh, you're not 37, are you? Damn it. I can't wait till next year. When people ask me how old I am, I'm not old, I'm 37.
What's that from?
The Holy Grail.
Oh, God, yeah, of course.
Could have called me Derek. I didn't know you called Derek. And I am going to enjoy doing that all fucking year. Sorry.
Nice.
It's something I thought about recently. Yeah. Anyway.
It's all good, man. Yeah.
You're not old. We're not old. We're just...
No, we're not old, but we're not 18.
Not in the loop of what is necessarily popular at the moment, I guess.
No. I mean, yeah, I listen to loads of new music, but... I don't necessarily listen to what an 18-year-old would be listening to.
Yeah.
And, Download are going to care less and less about, old people that have been 13 times and they want to get the 18-year-olds in the door. So they end up going 13 times or 14 times and they keep it going. Do you know what I mean? So I totally get it. I understand.
Yeah. Awesome. No, I'm enjoying this. This is the most in-depth we've chatted for a while. It's normally... a lot lighter hearted than this.
That's because we've got to get our teeth into this announcement.
Yeah,
man.
I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. Anyway,
biting into this thing.
What else? We need to talk about the prices, of course.
Yeah, let's Jesus, let's go on to that quickly.
So another thing I put in the Discord a couple of days ago was Download put a post out the other week saying, like, this is the most early bird tickets we've ever sold, but the prices are going up probably £70-80.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder why
Whereas every
this is
year,
the most early bird
Yeah.
tickets you've ever sold.
up to now, it's been like on average £10 a year. I think we worked out roughly. Yeah. So three.
Yeah, so hit me with the price tickets, Ad. Go on.
I don't remember the exact number. I saw earlier it was £345 for the full weekend camping ticket. I'm not sure if that includes parking. Parking's going up by £5 for the first time in
I don't think that
a
includes
long
parking.
time. Parking's been £20 for ages. I'm sure it has.
They are really trying to squeeze as much money as they possibly can out of this 20th anniversary.
Yeah.
And do you know what? I don't think those prices are going to change going forward.
No, it's something we.
I think it's what we said before, didn't we? You said they're going to use this they're going to use the 4 days as an excuse to put the price up by £40 or £50 because it's been 10 years every pound. They're going to get it to that point, and then that's where the tickets are going. Will not stay, but that's the level, the biggest level they can bring it up within the shortest space of time.
Yeah.
So,
And just carry on going up by £10 each year again now.
yeah, everything's getting more expensive, and I understand that, and I know that it's 4 days, and we've worked out that even if at 3, 4, 5, if you work it all out, if you pay for bands individually, it's more than worth it with everything that you get and the fun that you'll have.
Yeah.
But $290 and 3, 4, 5 sound like a long way away from each other. So
yeah.
It's a big jump, and I can understand why it would put a lot of people off. And I've seen so many people on Facebook being like, "Well, that confirms I'm going to Bloodstock next year."
Oh, really?
I get it. I get it. It's expensive. People are struggling to eat, let alone go to festivals.
Yeah.
And I totally get the price increase. And like I was saying to Adam before we started, if I don't get my bonus in January, which is looking less and less unlikely to actually come to fruition because of how the world is going like that, and I work in the building sector, I'm going to really struggle to buy download tickets for this year. And I know I'll get there in the end, but it will be more of a struggle than there's ever been. And I understand that everything's more expensive. Everyone's paying out the arse for everything. It's going to be a struggle for a lot of people to go. Even if you break 3, 4, 5 down in the installment plan, it's still £115 a month, which is a lot more than some willing people have spare money to spend. And for some reason, Download are only willing to do it over 3 payments.
Yeah, you can do it over 12 now.
Yeah, if you can do it through Klarna.
Okay, I haven't looked into that. Okay.
It's not through the Download website, and you can get rejected for Klarna if you've got bad credit.
Oh, really? Okay.
Or if you've, like, me and Vicky couldn't do it through Klarna because we've just bought a house. So they won't accept us because we've just spent
good point.
God knows how many hundreds of thousands of pounds on a new house.
Yeah, because I think you said last episode you're going to go and try and pay for it like the day after we spoke.
Yeah, because we got the mortgage, we couldn't.
Bugger.
Can't do it. So
oh man.
So yeah, so I mean, if you can get it through Klarna, you can spread the payments.
Yeah.
I
didn't. Okay.
But there'll be a lot of people that won't be able to get it through that. So you will have to pay the installment. I'm not sure. I know they've done the 3 installment plan. They do it any earlier, fantastic. If they've done like a 5-month one or a 6-month one, we'll see. But if it's over a 3, 115 quid, still 115 quid. You know what I mean? And I think you'll probably have some charges with that as well.
It's a lot of money. Yeah.
That doesn't include your car parking pass either.
No.
So I mean that'll bring it up to something else. So it's going to be a pricey year. Fingers crossed. It looks like it's going to be worth it already. Fingers crossed more bands get added so it confirms that it will be worth it. But could be one of those things. I mean, we talked about Download last year, how good the lineup was, yet how empty it was.
Yeah.
Now this is probably considered to be an even better lineup than that was, but it's also much more expensive.
Yeah.
But I would say that the bands that are playing, because they're more fresh and the other one got dragged out for 2 years, you're probably going to have more people wanting to come. Plus, with bands like Bring Me the Horizon that haven't headlined before, that will attract more new people. So this one could go either way, dude.
Yeah.
Could be fantastically popular, and it could be people are put off by Metallica playing 2 nights and Bring Me the Horizon playing, and it's too expensive. So until we get closer to the time, we really have no idea how to judge this.
No, I don't know what to say to that either, because I am in two minds thinking about it. Yeah, it could go really well. I mean, the last time. So something else I read earlier. I know we've said loads of times that there's only sold out 3 times. I couldn't remember which 3 years it was. Do you remember? I read earlier someone said, it could be wrong, but do you remember which 3?
9, 12. Can't remember the other one.
10, I think the other one was.
Oh yeah, AC/DC.
Was it AC/DC? Was it? I couldn't remember.
Yeah, sorry. I should have got that one.
Yeah, and that's what I read. Somebody put on Facebook. I wasn't sure if it was correct, but it sounded about right. And so the last time it sold out was Metallica's last time they played.
Yeah,
last time Metallica played. So it could be they could bring the people in. I mean, because they haven't played for a long time. Guns N' Roses was so big because they hadn't played for such a long time, I think.
Yeah. Well, on the face of it, this could do really well. Metallica are a massive band. Bring me a hugely popular. They'll bring in loads of new fans and loads of people that go to the festival that have been clambering over each other to get them to headline for the last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Slipknot are always a big draw, and all the other bands on there are biggest draws themselves. So my cat keeps scratching our new carpet and it drives me mad.
Expensive carpet.
Yeah, ripping up our new carpet. Good stuff. So yeah, it could go either way.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's good.
And listen, right?
Hype.
Look at where the world is heading now. And I don't mean the world, but Britain in general, right? We're just entering a recession. God knows what it's going to be like in 8 months' time.
Yeah.
So this is a really one that it looks good on the face. I'm not trying to bring everyone down. I'm super excited about it. But as far as we know, things are only going to get worse leading up to this. So who knows what the hell the economy or anything is going to be doing by that point. But on the face of it, it could be really good.
Yeah. Yeah, I have no idea. Oh, we had a recession. The last one was 2008, wasn't it? But I didn't know it was a recession until a long time after that, because I lived with my parents and I just spent my money on beer at the weekends at the pub. So I had no idea we were going through a recession, so I don't know what to expect coming up. But I do know my energy bill has gone up a lot. Like literally, it's like almost £3 before I even get up in the mornings. I get it. Went over to Jacob's house the other day. It was 98 pence at like 9:30 at night. Mine's more than that at 6 in the morning. It's really ridiculous. It's been like over £5 the last few days a day.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's ridiculous, and it's only going to get worse. So we'll see. We'll see what the world's like next June.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. But on the face of it, could be really good, but could go either way. Don't know.
Could be. We'll find out. We'll find out together.
We'll find out.
Hopefully, we've got a lot of new people here for this with the hype about this all. Everyone's making playlists. Hopefully, people might catch us searching in Spotify or something. Hopefully, yeah. But we're going to stick around. We're not going anywhere. So yeah, join us and stay with us to find out what happens to the world. We'll have a news.
This is
every episode at the beginning.
This is a recession-proof podcast. Okay, even if we're going through the recession, even if me and Adam have to communicate through Morse code, we will manage to get that on Spotify somehow, and you can use a Morse code sheet to work out what we're saying to each other. But yeah, this podcast is recession proof, so
yeah,
we'll be here.
We'll have to meet up
throughout all of
and
it.
Talk. We'll do the podcast in front of a live audience, and they can remember it the whole 2 hours, and then go and tell other people.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, everybody get groups of 2. It's a group project. Groups of 2. Remember what we say, and then go and host this podcast to another group of people.
Well, nice, like Chinese Whispers podcast.
Yeah.
See where it began and then see where it ends up.
Right. Is that everything from the poster? Was there anything else about the announcement that you can think of? Obviously, I think I've seen people complaining about the color scheme, which I can understand. Even my neighbour said he finds it hard to look at the poster.
The colours are cool. Like, they're cool colours, but it doesn't really work that well for a poster. Like, the alphabetical order and the glow on everything, and the way it's quite... I mean, I can't see either, so like my brain's been flown off by this, but I get what they were going for, and it kind of looks cool, and it works on other stuff.
Yeah.
It's not the best download poster, but I don't want to knock it too much because it's obviously someone's creation. Still looks cool, just not the best one.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I like it, but like I said, I can see it. Okay, there's some people where it might give them headaches or something. Well, I don't know. I have no proof of that. But yeah, like I said, my neighbor, he doesn't. I don't think he wears glasses, but yeah, he just said like he struggles to look at it for a long period of time because of the color scheme. If there's anybody out there who is like partially colorblind or anything like that, if you let us know if you.
Yeah, what does it look like to you?
Yeah.
If there's certain colours on there that you like can't see and you're like, this poster looks horrible, or if it looks way better if you can't see certain colours.
Is this poster black and gold or is it blue and pink?
Oh, start that debate.
I love the internet. I've said that a few times. I love the internet for all that kind of everything like that.
Yeah. It's good. It's a double-edged sword. It's a good place and a bad place all at the same time.
Yeah, true.
Like the world.
Yeah, true.
It's fine. So, exciting. But yeah, there's nothing really on the post, anything else from this announcement. There wasn't really any more information with it. They just sort of said Metallica will be playing 2 unique sets.
Yeah. Did you look at the merch? I think it was just like a t-shirt and a hoodie. It was like white.
Yeah.
Was it white tie-dye?
Yeah, kind of tie-dye, kind of like a marble effect kind of thing. Yeah, it was cool. I like it. It's not something I would wear, but it looks cool.
Yeah.
I know it's something Ben would wear if you're listening to this. Chid's Vids.
Yeah.
First person I thought of as soon as on the Discord someone put the things on there. I said to him, I was like, I thought of you straight away. It just looked like a t-shirt he would wear like instantly.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks cool. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to talk about merch because I've had it with download and merch. I don't want to talk about that ever again. But yeah.
I was gonna just have a look, see if because they did put out other things with the announcement, pre-sale. I have no idea what the pre-sale was. Oh, we didn't find out. I haven't seen what prices the RIP were either. But I bet they went up by quite a lot. New merch, early bird tickets. Fuck the early bird tickets. I've never bought an early bird ticket. Probably I'm too poor.
I wish I could afford to.
I scrambled to get the money.
I don't know how people do it.
Yeah, I scrambled to get the money towards the end when I start panicking. But yeah, how many? So what was that? Was it 65 bands? I think it was. How many more are we expecting? 70, 80, 90? What do you reckon?
There'll be a few more. Bands.
Yeah.
Like it says, it all depends on whether the Thursday's a full day, a half day, or just
Total
Metallica.
Eclipse Day.
Yeah.
Oh.
Total Eclipse. It all hangs on that really, to how many bands. Because if it's a full day, then there's a load more bands to come.
Yeah.
Because you've got that day and another 3. If it's not a full day or a half day, then you've still got quite a few bands, but it'll only cover those 3 days. So that's the bit of information that we really need to find out on the next poster is who's what are they playing and who's the support, or is it just Metallica? Is it a full day? Is it for campers, or will there be day tickets?
Yeah.
Big questions.
They should open the Tuesday as well. They really should. I want 2 days relaxing before the music. Well, not relaxing, getting shit-faced before the music.
Well, dude, it's fine because if they do like a half day, or they start at 3:00, or if it's just Metallica, it'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
You won't really notice it that much. It'll be fine.
Cool. But yeah, saying all this, you said about maybe not being able to afford it. I still don't have it off of work. I haven't booked off of work yet. I couldn't get it. I think I said at the time, somebody else had booked it off before me. So I've got to. Yeah. Once all the booking is gone, I've got to go up there, go up to the office as early as possible. Hope I've got enough days to book off. I'm probably gonna. Oh, we haven't talked about. Well, we did talk about Slipknot on the Sunday, but if Slipknot playing the Sunday, I am almost certainly going to be staying over the Sunday night for the first time in
100%.
over 10 years. I love staying.
100%.
I love staying Sunday night. I love the Monday mornings, but I think maybe since I've been able to drive, since I've had the choice, I've always wanted to come home early and sleep in my own bed. But no,
Yeah.
I'm staying
Yeah.
Sunday night.
Yep. Definitely.
It's a big thing. Big thing. What did I say before that, though? Oh, I haven't got it off. Yeah, I should be able to get it off. Just go and talk to the manager and say, like, look, I do a fucking podcast about this. I've got media passes. I've got people to interview. Can I have the time off, please? Even if I have to take it unpaid, I'll be able to get it off. But
Yeah, well, hopefully. I'm sure you'll sort something to get yourself there.
Yeah.
And also, the 8th is my birthday.
It is. I did think that earlier when I was looking at it.
Yeah. Party.
Yeah.
So we'll rave it up on the Thursday.
But it's a similar thing to you, what you said earlier about if you don't get your bonus. I mean, if anybody's new, I'm a postman. If Royal Mail get everything they want for the business, then we are going to be losing thousands per year as well. You know, they've said they've offered us a pay rise, but the things they want to take away actually take a lot of money away from us. So I can't go too much into it. They do have a policy where they take you into the office and tell you off if you put stuff online or social media. So I'm not allowed to say much. But yeah, if they get what they want.
He's not at liberty to say.
Yeah, if they get what they want, we're
what
fucked,
these things are.
basically.
Oh, Jesus.
But yeah, I think that we should probably, I don't want to go into too much about that. I can't go into too much about that. So we should probably start to wrap it up around here. I can't think of anything else. There's nothing coming to me.
I think we've spoken about that in some detail.
Yeah.
If there are any questions that anyone wants to ask us about the lineup, then please ask us on social media or send them to the email address, which Adam will read out in a couple of minutes.
Yep.
And ask us some questions about the lineup and we will answer them.
While you're saying that, I was looking for Craig's lineup that I
let's have a look.
sent to you. I've got it up. Have you? I can.
2 seconds.
It was in our chat.
Oh, you sent it to me.
Yeah.
Wait, what the fuck am I doing? Where am I going? Yeah. Okay.
You got it.
Well, yeah. He got 3 out of the 4 headliners
Yeah.
right. Technically, he got all the headliners right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. True.
He just-
Yeah.
Because
so-
Metallica are playing twice.
Really quick, if there's anybody who wasn't here last week, Craig sent us an email. It was a really awesome email, really well timed as well. I needed a little bit of a pick me up, and sent us this prediction, I guess. And we said we'd go through it, and we didn't have time last week, so we said we'd do it this week. So yeah, we're just looking through it now. We'll mark it. We'll give it a grading or 10 a mark out of 10 or something. But yes, Craig, this is for you, and a thank you for sending us that email. So yeah, like you said, he's got Bring Me the Horizon, Slipknot, Parkway Drive, and Metallica headlining. Obviously Parkway Drive are there, and he's got all the headliners right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He technically got all the headliners right. Yeah, Metallica playing twice.
How do you want to do this? Do you want to go across or down?
Let's just go down. Let's just go through Friday. Go real
Cool.
quick, and we'll just say which ones he got.
Okay, Thursday, right. Bullet for My Valentine, Paramore, Papa Roach, Suicide Silence, and Wage War on the main stage. Then the Offspring headline in the second stage. While She Sleeps, Hatebreed, Atreyu, Alien Weaponry, and Electric Callboy. Oh no, Electric Callboy. Callboy look like they're headlining the next stage. Healy Young, Employed to Serve, is that? Counterparts,
Yep.
Stray from the Path, and Fever 333. I'm
Yeah.
not sure
So he
if there's
got
any I'm
Fever
missing.
333, and Bring Me the Horizon.
Yeah,
Correct.
Yeah. Next day, the
Which is
Friday, Slipknot,
good.
Pantera, Gojira, Monomath, Ginger, Beartooth, Vended, Judas Priest on the second stage, the Pretty Reckless, Asking Alexandria, Placebo, it looks like headlining the Avalanche stage, Enter Shikari, The Hara, Chelsea Grin, and then a Dogtooth stage, Cradle of Filth, Polaris, and Nova Twins.
That would be a good day
yeah,
in real
Nova
life.
Twins are there.
Yeah, Nova Twins are there, Polaris are there, Placebo are there, Asking Alexandra are there, and Slipknot are there.
Yeah.
So well done, dude. You got loads on that day.
Nice.
Loads.
Saturday, Parkway Drive, as I said, Maneskin, Five Finger Death Punch, Architects, Baby Metal, Motionless in White, and then headlining the Apex stage, Disturbed, Coheed and Cambria, Meshuggah, Landmarks, and then the Avalanche stage, Turnstile, Beyond the Black, and Ghost Kid, and then Behemoth and Tetrarch on the Dogtooth stage.
Nice. So you got a few there. Parkway Drive, yeah. Architects, yeah. Motionless in White, yeah. Disturbed, yeah. And Behemoth, yeah.
Behemoth.
Well done, dude. Again, another good day.
Behemoth's playing. They are playing.
Yes, they are.
I'm thinking of Sabaton.
Sorry,
I was thinking of Sabaton.
Oh, there you go.
And then the Sunday, Metallica, Alter Bridge, Tenacious D, Hellstorm, I Prevail. Nice one for getting them. Code Orange, Thy Art is Murder. And the Sunday second stage headliner, Limp Bizkit. That'd be awesome.
Yes, please.
Arch Enemy, Clutch, Bloody Wood, North Lane. Then Neck Deep, Lorna Shore, Poppy, Cancer Bats on the Avalanche stage, and Sleeping with Sirens and The Who on the Dogtooth stage. So they done quite well.
Good, yeah. So what do you get? Metallica, I Prevail, Bloody Wood, Lorna Shore. I think that's all. Yeah, so overall, I mean, dude, you got loads right.
Yeah. How would you rate this for you to see?
What are we doing? Are we doing like a score out of 10?
Yeah. Go on then.
Dude, that's like a strong 8.
Yeah.
He's guessed like 15 of the bands that are playing and got all the headliners.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good guess, really, at what of who's playing.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a great lineup. If this was the lineups to festival, I'd be really happy.
Yeah.
I really want Bullet to be added. Really want Pantera to be added. Limp Bizkit would be incredible. Yeah. I'd love Code Orange. Thy Art is Murder. There's literally tons of good bands on here, which I would be really happy to be added to the list.
Yeah.
So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think we're good. I do have a feeling and an inkling that Pantera will play under Slipknot.
Do you?
On the Sunday. Yeah. I honestly think that's going to happen.
That's a good shout. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a very good
shout. I think
shout.
that'll be in the next one that will go out.
Yeah, I think.
But hey, who knows? But yeah,
I think this is a great lineup as well. I always find it funny with these because it's pretty much all bands that I've heard of, whereas we found tonight, like more than 50% of the bands that were announced we've never heard of before. You've always got that. So these lineups always look great because nobody puts in smaller bands that no one's heard of. So, but yeah, I mean, yeah, it looks amazing. Like I said, Limp Bizkit playing, that would be awesome. Tenacious D. I wouldn't have said Tenacious D before our episode the other week. I fucking love that album still. I still haven't gone back to listen to their other stuff. But I am a much, much bigger fan of Tenacious D than I was originally. Vendor to be good.
Yeah, love to get Tenacious D on.
Beartooth. I do quite like Beartooth. Suicide Silence as well. Yeah, I quite like them. Papa Roach. Haven't seen them for a while. I'd be so good if Papa Roach are announced for this year.
Get Papa Roach on this lineup, mate. That would be sick.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, 8, 9 out of 10, definitely.
Yeah, very good. Thanks for the email.
B+. Thank you, Craig.
Yeah, thanks, Craig. Thanks for the email and thanks for the lineup.
Hang on, no, I said it'd be an F if it didn't have raunchy on it. So yeah, sorry, Craig, an F. No raunchy. No, sorry, buddy. No raunchy. Can't get it. But yes, so that is about the right time to start closing the shop. Closing up shop and saying goodbye to everybody. So this has been fun. Like I said earlier, this has been awesome. I've really enjoyed this. Actually talking in depth about stuff as well. I mean, we always talk in a bit of depth, but yeah.
It's nice to finally have the lineup and finally be able to talk about it and clear some of the speculation and actually talk about the bands that we're going to be seeing at Download next year. So yeah, wicked.
Yeah, I guess. Sorry, yeah, maybe you probably are always talking in depth, but me, I've actually had to delve into my mind and use my brain like properly. Not that, that sounds really bad.
Have you been using your brain properly?
Well, that sounds really bad. But like, actually, really dig into my brain. That makes sense.
Yeah. I get what you mean. I'm with you.
Yeah. Anyway, this has been great. I've loved talking about Download. Maybe it's just because we haven't talked about Download since like June, really, that much.
Yeah, not at all.
That much.
We've been on our other track of
stuff, but
stuff.
You've probably noticed if you are new, you would have heard us talking about our Discord quite a bit. We're starting to pick up a bit of it's starting to pick up a bit of steam and we're having some great chats in there. So if you want to come and join us in our Discord,
like the Discord's exciting. The Discord's exciting because it's all the people that are fans of the show, fans of music in general, fans of anything, and we're all on there just having a laugh, having some good chats, chatting about bands, lineups, whatever. So yeah, if you want to delve into more, chat to some cool people, share some cool stuff, come over to the Discord because it's getting really good on there, and the numbers are going up now, which is great. The more people, the better.
Yeah.
And the more stuff we can do. And as we aren't allowed to post into certain festivals that we constantly talk about, Facebooks, etc., you can't chat to us on there. So come over and chat on the Discord.
But yeah, what else we do? If you want to, great shout with asking us questions about the lineup as well. It's been a little while since I've added that bit into the outro too. Yeah, if you want to ask us any questions about anything, not just this lineup. If you've got any topics you want us to discuss, anything at all, you can reach out to us. You can email us, or you can use any of our social medias. We're pretty much Dear Download or Dear Download Podcast on everything. Our email address is deardownload2000. What is it? Deardownload2003 at gmail.com, isn't it? Yes.
He's only said that 34 times before.
Yeah. So yeah, get us an email, get us on social media. You can come and listen to our live podcast, and then go and remember it and take it to other people. Yeah, all sorts of stuff. All the good things that everybody asks you normally on these kind of things, do for us as well. If you can leave us a review on any of the podcast sites that you're on, that would be awesome as well. I know you definitely can leave a star review on Spotify. Simon, you've just released a new YouTube video, haven't you? Do you want to let people know where they can find you?
Yeah, so I'm obviously sort of, I won't say back. I was just taking a small break, but I'm back doing videos and shorts and stuff on YouTube now. So I'm Simon Bond on YouTube. I just done a little video of my initial reaction to the Download lineup, but you've just heard me talk about it for 2 hours, so don't go and watch that. But I have done an empty house tour. So I talked a lot on this podcast about me moving into my new house, and I actually have a tour of the house empty on my YouTube. So go and check that out. And you can add me on Instagram. I'm Fonzie_Simon.
Awesome. That's it for the show then. Thank you all for listening and sticking with us to this point. We've been Dear Download, and it's going to be a goodbye from Simon then.
Goodbye.
And a goodbye from me. Goodbye.